But again, something like the free market is kind of synonymous with America. And if you don't like it, I don't know how you can say you love this country. You know who loves this country? You know who's not constantly complaining about what happened 200 years ago and who's not obsessed with seeing America through colored glasses and shaking off the stench of what irredeemable privileged holes we are? Immigrants. AOC says so many people in this country hate women. Oh, geez. Even the guy at the party who pulls out a guitar is like, way to ruin the fun.
Bill Maher is once again taking aim at America's far-left crowd, and this time, he's not holding back. Over the past few years, we've watched a strange trend grow louder. People who enjoy the freedom, wealth, and opportunity of this country now seem obsessed with tearing it down. They glorify nations with far worse records and act as if criticizing America is a badge of moral virtue. But Maher's having none of it. With his trademark sarcasm and surgical precision, he's calling out this self-destructive obsession for what it is, a dangerous delusion. Buckle up, because this one cuts deep.
Too many liberals give the impression that to them, America's just a big, ugh. The red, white, and ew. A country that started out bad and will always be bad, founded on an unrelenting history of sucking and unable to change. But we have changed a lot. Democrat Cori Bush tweeted, "This land is stolen land and black people still aren't free." And this was on the 4th of July. Really? Not that I give a about the 4th of July. I've never been a rah-rah guy. But I am a perspective guy. And that's what too much of the left has lost, perspective.
It's getting exhausting to watch. The modern left seems determined to find nothing good about the country that gave them everything. They dig through history like archaeologists of outrage, desperate to unearth another reason to condemn America. They call it stolen land, as if conquest and conflict didn't shape every nation on earth. They insist black Americans are still not free. Yet this is the same country that elected a black president. Maher's point lands hard. America isn't perfect, but it's far from the villain it's painted to be. Real progress means acknowledging flaws, not rewriting the entire story in guilt.
72% of black people under 30 are optimistic about their future in America. Way more than white people the same age. And as far as the land goes, yes, I guess we could change the name of Captain America to Captain Stolen Land.
But even that won't satisfy the self-proclaimed woke crusaders. No matter how many apologies are made or reforms achieved, it's never enough. What's the end game here? Are we supposed to hand over the country and walk away in shame? That's not justice, that's self-destruction. This is why so many have begun to walk away from the far-left fringe. You can't build unity by keeping the wounds of history open forever. Progress isn't found in endless penance. It's found in perspective. Maher's message is simple. You can't move forward while hating yourself.
And as far as the land goes, yes, I guess we could change the name of Captain America to Captain Stolen Land. But honestly, to all the people who start every public event now with one of those land acknowledgements where they say, "I'm standing on land that was stolen from the proud indigenous people of the Chumash tribe," I say either give it back or shut the up.
And then there's the virtue signaling. Land acknowledgements, social media slogans, and hashtags that accomplish nothing but self-congratulation. Everyone wants to look righteous, but no one wants to pay a real price for change. If they truly believe in giving land back, why not start with their own homes and universities? Of course not. That's where the performance stops. Maher exposes it perfectly. America's activism has turned into theater, full of applause but empty of action. What the nation needs isn't more moral posing. It's honesty, courage, and practical solutions.
AOC says so many people in this country hate women. Oh, geez. Even the guy at the party who pulls out a guitar is like, way to ruin the fun.
No country on earth safeguards women's rights like the United States. Equal opportunity, free speech, leadership. American women stand among the freest in the world. So when people like AOC claim that America hates women just because voters didn't choose Hillary Clinton or Kamala Harris, the logic collapses. Elections aren't sympathy contests. They're about leadership and vision. True equality means judging everyone, male or female, by merit. Maher reminds us that empowerment doesn't come from demanding special treatment. It comes from demanding excellence.
Congressman Jamal Bowman says capitalism is slavery by another name. No, it's not. It's the thing that has given more people more prosperity and hope than any other system, flawed though it surely is.
Capitalism isn't flawless, but it's still the greatest engine for innovation and freedom the world has ever known. Yet the far left is increasingly romanticizing socialism, the same ideology that's failed everywhere it's been tried. Bill Maher and many others have pointed out this growing delusion. Young Democrats talking about equity and redistribution, as if history hasn't already tested those ideas to destruction. The irony? They preach socialism from iPhones, in coffee shops, funded by the capitalist system they claim to hate. Comfort is easy when you forget where it came from.
You know who's not constantly complaining about what happened 200 years ago and who's not obsessed with seeing America through colored glasses and shaking off the stench of what irredeemable privileged holes we are? Immigrants. Ask any of them why they came here, and they will tell you the same thing. Ron DeSantis put me on a plane.
If America is really the oppressive nightmare the far left describes, why are millions still fighting to get here? Every year, people risk everything, homes, savings, even their lives, just for a chance to live in the United States. They come from nations the left claims are morally superior, yet they're desperate to escape them. That says it all. People don't flee success. They run toward it. Despite its flaws, America remains the brightest symbol of hope on the planet. The very fact that so many want in is proof that the dream is alive.
Ask any of them why they came here, and they will tell you the same thing. Ron DeSantis put me on a plane. But they will also tell you that America, for all that's so about it right now, is still the last best hope. And those people asking for our votes to take it over should remember that.
You can't inspire people by convincing them their own country is evil. That's the trap Democrats keep falling into. Instead of celebrating what's right with America, they focus on its sins and then wonder why voters turn away. The GOP's Make America Great Again slogan resonates because it taps into something the left forgot. Pride. Pride in progress, in freedom, in the belief that tomorrow can be better. Until Democrats stop treating patriotism like a crime, they'll keep losing ground to those who still believe in this nation's promise.
That is what's so odd about this time that we're living in. For all the talk about fighting for the soul of America, nobody seems to like it very much. Too many liberals give the impression that to them, America's just a big ugh.
Any leader hoping to unite this country has to start by reminding people why it's worth saving. The Democrats came in promising to build back better, but instead, the focus shifted to culture wars, pronouns, gender fights, symbolic battles that drown out real issues. Meanwhile, inflation soared, borders collapsed, and national security wavered. Maher's critique is brutal but fair. Leadership means prioritizing what truly matters: jobs, safety, stability, not chasing online applause. America doesn't need more ideological crusades. It needs competence and focus.
You can get creative with a novel, a TV show, or a movie, but history books, that's not supposed to be fan fiction. How we teach our kids history has become a big controversy these days, with liberals accusing conservatives of wanting to whitewash the past, and sometimes that's true. Sometimes they do. But plenty of liberals also want to abuse history to control the present. And last month, a scholar named James Sweet caught hell for calling them out for doing just that. He criticized a phenomenon known as presentism, which means judging everyone in the past by the standards of the present.
The far left doesn't just despise America's present. They've made dismantling its past their full-time job. Every statue, every founder, every chapter of history is torn apart in search of imperfection. But perfection never existed. Not here, not anywhere. The endless rewriting of history doesn't build a better future. It just erases context and meaning. Maher's conclusion lands with weight. America isn't perfect, but it's still the greatest experiment in freedom the world has ever seen. Real progress starts with gratitude, not resentment. It's time to stop apologizing for America and start believing in it again.